Hello everyone, let's continue with our venting app project. First thing we need is when users sign up, they should get a confirmation email. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask how to run SMTP locally and send confirm email on sign up. ChatGPT actually gives me the code to configure Gmail SMTP in settings.py using port 587. Now I need to go to app password for my Gmail. But when I go to Google account security, I can't find the app passwords section anywhere. I jump to YouTube to see how others do it. Maybe I'm missing something simple, but the video says to go to two-step verification and scroll down to find app passwords. But on my screen, that option does not even exist. At this point, I'm just searching app passwords everywhere inside my Google account, hoping it magically appears. I give up for now and decide to go with SendGrid instead. Then, by accident, I stumble across a Gmail help thread where someone dropped a direct link to the app passwords page. I click it and boom, it works. I finally create a new app and Gmail gives me an app password. I don't want to hard code the password in my code, so I install python.env and import load.env and use it for my environment variables. My .env file, I add two variables, my Gmail address and the app password. Then I go back to the code from ChatGPT, replace the plain strings with os.getenv calls for both Gmail and password. To make sure everything's working, I print the email host user, which is my Gmail account. For now, I just use my personal Gmail in the im file. The print test works. My Gmail shows up in the terminal, so the env setup is good. Next, I copy the send mail snippet from ChatGPT straight into views.py so it runs automatically when Django starts, just for testing. But when I run the server, Django throws a timeout error. It can't connect to Gmail SMTP. I ask ChatGPT again and it tells me to try port 465 instead of 587. So I switch the port 465 and restart the server. And finally, the test email lands in my inbox. Now I move on to creating a utils.py file for generating and verifying OTPs. First, let's look at the send email OTP function, which receives a user, and then if there is OTP secret for that user, we're going to use the same OTP secret. Otherwise, we're going to create one and save it under the same user. Next, we use TOTP and we will generate that OTP code. After that, we send it using sendmail from django.core.mail. When you see the verify email OTP, is very simple. It just verifies that the OTP is valid in 5 minutes interval. Then I add a custom action in my view set to verify the user's email. We're going to use the verify email OTP from our utils file, but first we're going to make sure that the email exists. We're doing this using permission class allow any because at first we want the user to enter their email and their information, and as soon as they enter their information we're going to send them a verification email before asking them to log in. That's why we don't have their credentials, we're not logged in yet, so we're going to need to get the email from the request data instead of from our middleware. So we use the send email OTP after sign up in the create method in our view set. I realized I also need resend OTP. Otherwise, once it expires, we're not going to be able to verify our email. So we will add an option in our user interface that allows them to ask to resend that OTP. We're using the same function, send email OTP from our utilities. Thank you.